Hey, and welcome to Rich and Centsless. This is going to be, I guess, episode 1?
Episode 1.
Yeah.
I think so.
We're a little confused because we did shoot a couple of episodes, but I feel like this is the one.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one's going on air.
This one will actually be seen. So
Yeah.
but I'm Sheena.
I'm Pia.
And we'll be your host for the podcast. Overall, I think we're just going to talk about like lifestyle, mom life, dog mom life, trials and tribulations of being a later millennial. I think we're one of the later millennials of life, and just kind of like navigating our 20s and 30s and
the world.
Yeah. So
yeah,
tune in.
Yeah.
But yeah, so how's your day? She just came back from Miami.
That's why I'm so tan, but I'm peeling.
Well, I've never seen you before, but you know.
Tanned?
Well, they never seen you in general.
So, yeah, fair. Yeah, this is tanned, but yeah, but it was really fun. It was. I love traveling. I think you do too.
I love traveling. Yeah. I'm oddly like scared of flying a little bit, but like I won't let it stop me. Yeah, I'm sweating on like the entire time on a flight.
Really?
Did you know this about
No.
Me? Yeah, the entire time.
Why? Like you're just worried of the turbulence, or you just don't feel like?
Yeah, I think I'm just like, yo, like my life is in somebody.
My life is in danger.
It's in somebody.
I'm in the air.
Yo, I'm in the air. Like, you know what I mean? A machine, just trying to. Like, I'm just trying to survive. You know?
Yeah, fair.
Like, yo, I'll go to India, and that's like a 20-something hour flight. You know what I mean? Yeah. Well, you got like 2 flights,
across the world.
Generally, and it's like a 9-hour and a 10-hour, something like that. And yo, I'm sweating. Not eating, not sleeping the entire flight.
That's so much anxiety.
Yeah, no, I'm sweating. Like on my way to India the last time, there was like the last time I was with my dad, he was just like chilling, trying to be like, yo, relax.
This is nothing.
Yeah, he's like, relax. My girl was with me. Kushi? Shout out KJ. Kushi's her Indian name. But she was just like, every time there's turbulence, she'd be like, it's just a wind tunnel. It's just a wind tunnel.
Oh my God, to you? Oh my God.
And I was just like this.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Aww.
But the time before that, like there was an older Indian couple, like older, I'm talking like that age. So like grandparents, you know? And that's grandparents in Bengali. And she was just like offering me an apple and this and that. Like
she could just eat it off you. Oh yeah, like you're just like, oh my God,
stress.
Aw.
But with all that said, I won't let it stop me. Like, yo, I'm trying to see the world.
Trying to see the world, yeah, for sure. So you've been to Miami too.
Yo, it's been a minute. But it was so good.
Yeah. So what? Okay, now let's compare like Miami then.
Oh please, oh my God. Okay, but I went when I was like, yo, I gotta ask my homegirl that I went with. We were like 22.
Oh, so that's a different. Yeah, that's a different.
That's a different era. Yeah. We were. I think I got roofied actually.
Oh my God! So let's dive into that. That's terrifying. That's horrible.
Your trip. I don't know.
No, we can't just. You can't just drop that and be like, so well, how's your day?
Remember I got roofied? No big deal.
Yeah, no big deal.
I don't actually know. To be fair, I don't actually know. But me and my girl had gone to the club and literally like we didn't really pre-drink. Like not really, you know what I mean? And we were heavyweights back then, you know?
Yeah, of course.
But all I know is maybe we had a drink and it was like a champagne. But we were in like a little VIP section with like all these other girls. And we didn't know any of the other girls. And like I've never put my like drink down and like drank it again, but I'm pretty sure I did. I was in the booth and I was probably dancing and like just by myself while you know, with the girls and I probably picked the champagne glass up again and drank a little bit. Which don't ever do. Like, you know what I mean? Like unless you're in your own booth with everybody, like everyone around you is people you know. Yeah. Don't do that. And I'm shocked that I even did that, you know, or why I was so comfortable. But I remember we went to the bathroom and I was like, yo, you don't feel weird. Yeah, I feel a little weird. And it wasn't like, again, if I drank a little bit more, maybe I'd be like, yo, it's just not sitting well today. But it was like my first drink, maybe my second.
Something's wrong.
Yeah. Really, the story isn't that deep, but
that's deep. That's scary.
For sure. But we ended up leaving. it's such bad decisions now that I think about it. We got in a guy's convertible.
Oh, nice.
It was like 2 blocks though.
You.
Probably the guy that roofied me.
Oh my God.
But it was like 2 blocks down the road. Luckily, I mean, it's fully drop top. So I mean, and like the roads are full.
Yeah.
So these are do not do any of these things. Real shit. Like don't. But I like, thank God, I talk to God every now and again. I'm like, yo, my God, thank you.
My guy,
for protecting me in my 20s. All the times I asked for protection and all the times I didn't know I needed it,
Yeah.
And I look back and I'm like, shoot,
shout out.
I'm alive. But yeah, and we got our hotel was like 2 blocks away, and the guy did drop us off, so that was cool. Yeah. But yeah, like nothing else came of it, but I know we both woke up the next day. I feel like she felt like shit too. But I definitely felt like I got hit by a truck. And again, I had 2 drinks.
No, see,
so it's possible.
That's more than a possibility. I feel like that's exactly. So I think I got roofied once too.
Really?
Same situation, but I was even more dumb. I actually drank the drink someone handed me.
Someone handed it to
you?
Oh, no.
I was like, oh yeah, for sure. Drank it. I'm like, it felt like I was so much more drunk than I should be. And I'm like, yo, like something's not right. I wasn't too much. It was literally the same story.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, something's not right. And I was like, I couldn't even see straight at one point. I was like, how can I be this drunk? It's not possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's good that you took it in.
Yeah. And then what's funny is the guy that gave us a drink was with a bunch of other girls too, and he left.
Yeah.
We were trying to find him after too, but not me because I'm half passed out on the beach.
But then it's kind of like, if he left, why would he roofie you?
Because like, I don't know, but you know what it was? A bunch of other guys was like, kind of like, who's the guy that gave you the drink? They're kind of like making heat about it. So the guy kind of, I guess he got shook or something, and left.
I got you.
It was, random guys. Like, I'm still friends with the random guys that saved me that day.
Yeah. Oh, so maybe he took it in.
Like, he took it in like there was heat there. Yeah, because it was like at the beach. It was at the Bluffs, the Scarborough Bluffs. And I was like, who's going to roofie me at like a random...
Yeah, exactly.
But then they did.
But then they did. Most likely, right?
Yeah, most likely.
We got to chalk it up to that because I mean...
Jeez.
Holy.
Yeah. But anyways, but Miami was fun. Like Miami's a really fun time.
What did you do? Like, did you guys go to any clubs?
Not really, because so I'm in my 30s now, so I don't even drink that much anymore. And the people I'm going with are my family, one's in her 50s, the other one's in his 20s. So the dynamic is like, it's family oriented, and like I don't even want to be in heels.
Yeah, in heels. Oh, yeah.
We went bar hopping, which was nice, like rooftop patios and stuff.
Bars
like that.
They're
Bars
nice.
Are nice. Yeah. So like,
did you guys go to is the Clevelander still a hotel with like a outdoor? I don't even know if it was ever like a lit one, but it was fun the one time I went. We went during the day though. It's like a hotel that has
it's like a hotel that has exactly. Yeah, we went to one of those, but not the Clevelanders.
Okay.
I think I went to Area 31 or something, or Epic. It's called Epic.
Okay.
The hotel. But we did stuff like that. And it was fun.
Where'd you guys stay?
Rio Hotel.
Oh, dope. Okay.
It was right on the beach, so it was fine. And breakfast was included. So we were like, that makes sense. Fill up on breakfast and then don't eat lunch.
Yeah.
But it was fun. It was nice.
I just remember Liv used to be lit on a Sunday.
Liv, yeah.
Is it still a thing?
It's still a thing. It's still a thing. Yeah.
Okay. I can't remember the names of the other clubs. Cameo, maybe. I don't know. Did people like approach you guys and ask about like yo, like you want to get like this VIP package? No, whatever. This package where like you get the bus to the club and you get drinks and da. Yeah. I feel like those aren't worth it though.
Not if you know what you're doing.
Yeah. I mean, it's still like we did it one night, but the thing is like most hotels back then, at least you tell me, they have like happy hour from this time to this time. So you get like free or cheap drinks anyways, or like whatever. Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So, if you know what you're doing and you know where to go, I feel like the packages don't make sense because then you can like figure out what works for you better.
Yeah.
Financially, right? So
and it's like if you're getting free drinks anyways, it doesn't even True. Nice, man. I miss Miami. Miami's a good time. Yeah. South Beach is fun.
But so that was and then the first day of spring was yesterday, and it was a snowstorm in Toronto. Oh, did you guys get snow here too?
It was yesterday, the 19th?
Yeah.
I thought it was always like the 21st.
Oh, why?
Isn't it always like the 21st?
I could be wrong. I just saw it on Instagram. I don't know. But it was snowing when I came back, and I was very highly sad.
Hold on.
High disapproval.
Wait, when did you get back?
Like Saturday, Friday.
Oh yeah, March 19th. You're right.
Yeah, it was like literally the first day of spring, and it was a snowstorm.
Yeah, Toronto.
Yeah.
I feel like there was a snowstorm when I was born, and I was born in April.
Oh my goodness.
So I feel like, but yeah.
Damn, your birthday's coming
from what I
up.
remember.
April. That's next month.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. I knew this,
Why'd
though.
you hesitate?
I don't know. I was like, can I swear on this? Can I say shit? But, yeah.
My daughter. So one of my daughters is, she just turned 4 actually. And she'll just be like, Mama, they said a bad word. They said shit. And I'm like, you don't have to repeat it every time. She's like, no, I'm not saying it. I just want to tell you. Yeah. I'm like, okay. All right, cool. Yeah, you're not saying it. You're saying it, but okay, cool. But yeah, man.
That's funny.
Cool.
Yeah.
But roofie, I actually have like a number of stories, not really about being roofied. I had another story of when I went to Vegas and LA for my bachelorette.
Yeah.
Vegas was sick. Like I enjoyed Vegas so much. LA was nice too. We didn't really party in LA like that. But yeah, Vegas was so fun. I highly recommend like at least like a one time. Day jams. More than anything, I loved their day parties. Dre's during the day, so fun. I think one of the days we went, Trey Songz was there. Not I think. He was there. And I was like a huge Trey Songz fan back in the day.
So you met him twice. We met Trey Songz. Okay, Trey.
Yo, I don't know if this is something to brag about. I'm not, no offense.
Oh, I guess maybe not right now, but
I don't know.
Met him.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel anymore.
Fair.
But honestly, everybody in Hollywood, I don't trust nobody, so it doesn't even matter.
Fair.
But you want to tell them the story?
Wait, no, you didn't finish the story about partying with Trey yet. Or is that
party with Trey? He just like performed and stuff. No, yeah, Vegas was lit. Then we went to LA, and I was gonna say just the other story. I always get sidetracked when I talk about like how much fun I had at these events. I'm like, so sick. But we went to LA. We had met these people. We'd met these guys in Vegas, and they lived in LA, and we ended up like meeting up with them in LA as well. But one of the guys, I guess he was calling us an Uber from a restaurant. And then we were going to the restaurant. We were leaving the restaurant to go to the place. And he called us and told us exactly where it was going. And like called my homegirl and told her exactly where it was going and like the car and all the information and whatever. Mm-hmm. And like that way, at least we knew where we were supposed to go and all that stuff. When we got the guy, first of all, the Uber driver was in a pickup truck. Okay, it's already sus. We're 5 girls or something like that in a pickup truck, super sus. And then, but we're vacation mode, happy go lucky, stupid, like what the hell. And then, he went to the washroom, and then we were leaving, and we get in the car, and like honestly, I don't know if this is my memory trying to make the situation more dramatic, but I swear there was like rope and shit in the pickup truck. I don't know if I'm, how like when you think of a story, you can like
draw inferences or
no, like dramatize it more. Is that a word?
Yeah,
dramatize it more, like because you're like it's so scary. There was a shovel, and you know what I mean? Like I don't even know, but I feel like I'm not making this up. That there was like rope in the back or whatever. But nonetheless, we were in a pickup truck, and then is my mom gonna watch the show? I don't do this.
We're alive though.
I'm alive.
Yeah, you're alive.
But yeah, and on the way to where we were going, the guy that had called the Uber called my homegirl like, "Yo, like, give it to the Uber driver or put it on speaker." And he was like angry, and we're like, "What? Why?" And then she did, and he was yelling at the Uber driver like, "Yo, why did you cancel the trip? We're in the whip." Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. This one was like a real like like I don't, like the other one was like potential roofie. This one is like
a kidnapping, like a human trafficking case.
And apparently that's huge in LA.
It is.
Right?
It is. That's what they warned me about.
Shit,
in California in general, unfortunately.
Yeah, and you go out there a lot, right? So yeah. As we're going, he's yelling, whatever. And the guy's like, "Oh, accident. And then he was just like, "I'll call it again." And the guy's like, "What do you mean you're going to call it?" He's like, "Call it again." And then the guy's like, "What do you mean call it again? Like, how am I going to get you? You're, it doesn't make any sense." And at that point, I think we were like a block away. We were telling the guy, and he's like, "All right." He's like, "Stay on the phone, I think. I'm pretty sure." And then,
so he canceled the ride, but how does he know where to go then? Like that is a red flag.
Well, that was already, but we were like a block away, so we were like, it's that right there, you know. And then And then he was like, and it's bumper to bumper, like traffic, more or less.
Okay.
So it's like we weren't, we probably should have got out of the car right away. I don't know why we didn't, but again, hindsight's 2020. We were idiots. Like literally never again have I ever made any crazy decisions. Like I'm so hyper aware. And honestly, I thought I was smarter than that from before. But sometimes when you get into like vacation mode, you're just so, we weren't even like drinking or anything at that point, really. But you're so just like happy,
optimistic,
and, like, optimistic, nonchalant, whatever. Yeah. But like that's when you got to be the most careful, obviously, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, so he was like, oh, I'm gonna stop up there where like the lights are, and we're like, no. And then the guy's yelling at him, I'm pretty sure, like, no. And the guy came up to the car.
Oh my goodness.
The guy came up to the car, and then like we got out of the car and like walked over there, and then he was like yelling at the guy. And basically the guy was telling us like, yo, like that's fucked actually up. This happens a lot in LA. Like, yo, like shit was crazy.
That's actually crazy.
And like we're so lucky that those guys, again, so nice. Yeah. So nice. Like they truly were such nice guys. Even like from when we had met them in Vegas and stuff, they were super, super nice. Yeah. So that was that. So like if anybody's watching, yo, real shit, like I'm so grateful that we're okay and all of that. And just like be extra mindful. Be mindful in your day-to-day. Don't live fearful. But be mindful in your day-to-day. And then like, especially in the times when your guard is like the most down, like when you're drinking, when you're on vacation, when you're partying, whatever, like things like that. Like, yo, when you're at the park, like things like that, when you're most
vulnerable. Because you're so,
exactly.
You're out of a normal state because you're so happy. And you're, again, or if you're drunk.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
So, exactly.
And so it's like, yeah. Guys, just a disclaimer, be aware and like, don't make bad decisions. Be like mindful of like, like even if you're calling the Uber yourself, like watch it, make sure you know what you're doing, all that stuff. Watch that it's going in the, like, even if it's slightly off track, yo, get out. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Cause like they're supposed to follow the road. Like, I know a better, like, nah. Nah, like,
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that this is, it's funny because we got into this like, oh, what are we going to talk about, But these are some good stories.
Yeah, no, seriously.
Do you have any other kidnapping, trafficking stories?
No, that's my first encounter with like a scary roofie guy at the beach.
First and only, hopefully. So.
Yeah, first and only, but.
It's funny I say now too, I'm just like, yo, I'm 30, in my 30s, and I'm like, I'm actually past the age of like what traffickers want. So like,
no, you look mad young.
Oh, yeah, I look so young. No, I don't. Does. But like, I'm definitely not what a trafficker wants. So like, it makes me feel better.
Because I'm not in the radar. I'm not on the radar.
They're just like, not her.
Yeah, not her. Don't say that. That's not true.
Pass next. What do you mean? Don't say that? That makes me so happy.
I guess. Yeah. I mean, say that because like, yeah, for sure. But I feel like that's not. I don't know. She's too big. You're pretty. Like you're on the radar. Thanks. Unfortunately, yeah. No, like it's like I don't know. Like is this a compliment or like are you worried?
No. I'm off the radar and I'm totally cool with that. It's all good. But yeah, man. What else?
It's nice to escape. So another thing that we were gonna bring up was so when you're on vacation, you're obviously happier and like it's nice to be away. But then when you come back, all those troubles, all that shit just hits you, and then it's like, okay, now you have to like, I guess, figure out how to deal with your own issues and like, because people leave their issues. Like I guess most people leave
running away from problems. Type shit.
Running away from problems. That's what the Miami trip for me was. Not really running away, but to be
putting
happier.
A pause on like reality.
Pause on reality. Exactly. Now I'm back in reality and now I'm trying to figure out everything else.
Yeah.
Because reality hits you. So there's a fine balance between,
and you're currently kind of going through a lot.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So there's and then it's easy to get lost in the sauce of depression or thank you.
Little flyaway.
Curly. And this is also my first time having my hair curled. Sorry, this is like sporadic.
Yeah, we're all over the place.
Oh my God, yeah. But yeah, so there's a lot to deal with when you come back from vacation, and then that's when you get lost in the sauce.
Sometimes it's like worse in a way, right? Because feel like you feel relaxed and like so much better, and you go from like such a high to like, and like obviously not all the time. We don't want to say like, oh, life is depressing, but people go through it.
Yeah.
People go through it. Yeah, we were having like a deep talk on like depression and like mental health and stuff.
Yeah.
I think, I mean, I don't know if every generation says this, but like like, yo, mental health is a thing more than ever. And I wouldn't be shocked if this is the heaviest it's been in the history of life.
Humanity,
with like, forget about even like all the politics and like all of that, but even just like the social media and the pressures of like your day to day.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just social media, like the pressures of looking a certain way, even acting a certain way, being a certain person, being categorized in a box of success.
100%.
Like things like that. Like it's easy to just be lost. Like not everyone can be categorized as like the 2% that's rich or whatever. And now I'm sad because I'm not 2% that's rich.
Yeah.
Or now I don't have lip fillers. I'm sad about that. Like just things like that you get lost in from the day to day.
Facts. And we talked about that the last time, which I don't know if we're going to air that because it was just like a practice run. But we did. We talked about like the pressures of vanity,
I guess.
And just like, I never thought I'd be someone that would ever even like want to consider like a Botox or this, and truly I don't think I ever will, but does it cross my mind?
That's what it is. Yeah.
You best believe it does, you know. So yeah, like it's crazy. And like no shade to anybody that ever does do that or want that, but yeah, I think again, like I mentioned this to you last time, but I read something where it's kind of just like growing up and aging is such a privilege, you know?
That's beautiful.
Right? And like, and I wish I made that up, but I didn't. But yeah, like it's such a privilege. Like, why are we trying to stop it? Why are we trying to, you know, like, like why are we trying to push away the things that that clearly show that we're aging, you know?
Yeah.
And it's because of like trends and pressures of the world or whatever. Yeah,
exactly.
No, it's crazy.
Yeah. So yeah, I think you're right with mental health and our generation being like hit the worst. I think with everything that's going on, just rent rates and all technology has boomed. So we've got both worlds because we didn't have technology and then we had it and then we had to keep up with it. And it was like booming. Like it was a lot.
Yeah,
I think it was a lot.
Yeah. Like our generation,
we had both.
Right.
Both. Yeah,
we had a little bit of technology. Obviously, we had like TVs and VCRs
and microwaves,
and microwaves, and we had like computers and stuff. But I remember when internet really became a household thing, and it was like dial-up.
Like,
you're doing a project and your phone rang, you were like, "Fuck!" You know, you're like, "Damn!" Like, gotta start over or whatever. Yeah. And then now it's like, yo, you're Wi-Fi, right?
Yeah,
literally in the subway.
Yeah, that's
forget like underground. Like the other day, she was like,
"I can text you."
You're like, yo, I'll text you. I'm getting in the subway. I'll text you when I get there. And then like 10 minutes later, yo, I have service.
Yeah, I was like, yo, I can text you.
It's funny because I don't think that's that new. But
oh my god, really? It's old. Yeah. So,
but yeah, the fact that you can't get away from it. Whereas like at least in the subway, just as an example, you're forced to like be offline.
Yeah.
But like you don't have to be now. You know, kind of thing.
Yeah, it's
at least in Toronto where we are, you know. No, I totally agree. And then like that constant in your face of just like other people's lives.
That too. Exactly.
Definitely detrimental potentially to like your mental
self-esteem or just self-worth even. You know, we categorize ourselves as something and then we compare it to someone else and then it's like, oh, I'm not this enough.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that enough. Or I'm behind.
How come that person's my age or younger and already so successful?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Even though like literally everybody's journey is so very different. I'm sure you guys, if you were ever on this path, I'm sure you've seen things where like J.K. Rowling or whatever, she didn't write her first book or get a hit until she was 40 something or something like that, right?
Yeah.
And like all these other people where really like success is different for everyone. Like what success is, and then when you receive it,
exactly, that's beautifully said because that's true. It's how they measure success is different.
Yeah.
So like if it's different for everyone, how can we even measure it? Like how is it? I can't even compare my success to you.
Exactly.
Because it's different.
Yeah, exactly.
So just be lighthearted.
No, exactly. Because like one person's success might be, you know, finally being able to have a baby. Another's might be, you know, becoming the CEO. And another's might be learning to make sourdough. You know what I mean? Like,
facts.
You know, I'm trying to make sourdough out here.
So there you see.
But No, yeah, 100%.
Yeah. I think that's like a good mindset to have, especially in this day-to-day age, in this age.
Yeah.
Because like depression will creep up on you, man.
Yeah.
So it's like have that mindset.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know, give it to God too.
Yeah.
Like I'm not trying to be super religious or anything, but some of the burdens, I'm like, yo, you know what? I can't do this.
I mean, no, if we're
Give it
gonna
to
be
God.
real and like this is our introduction, like, yo, we both believe in God. I think we have different like journeys that we're on.
Yeah.
And we're like figuring that out. But like for us, 100%.
Give it
to God. And if you're not there yet, you know, like just if you're an atheist, I don't know, but like if you do believe there's a creator in any way, shape, or form, like yo, it helps. It helps to kind of unburden yourself in that way. Yeah, 100%. And then just more of like a tangible thing, like just still pulling from social media and stuff. What your intaking, like what you're
viewing, ingestion of it. Yeah, that's what it is.
It's like be mindful of that too. Absolutely. And I mean we're all culprits. You know, we all do take in like trash TV and stuff and all of that and like mindless things. You know what I mean? But if you notice that it's affecting you and you notice that you're thinking of things differently or you're not appreciating what you have because of what you're seeing, like take a step back and think about that. Like, are you appreciating what you have less because of the things that you are seeing around you and watching and listening to? Then, try to take a step back, give yourself a little detox and see if that makes you feel any better.
A detox,
right?
Absolutely. Yeah. For us, I think growing up, that was probably junk magazines. Like you know what I mean? Like the tabloids and all that. Because we'd have to pay for it, then read all this junk. But it was never like just as easy as swiping.
Yeah.
Because it's so much in your face now and it's everywhere. Like you're just sitting there, you're swiping.
Yeah. I didn't even read that shit. I bought that stuff to put posters on my wall. I
definitely
didn't read like
all the tabloids. The rubbish.
And it was always so like dramatic.
Yeah.
You know, super dramatic stuff online, which, possible Hollywood, but I wasn't reading that. I was just putting posters of
Chad Michael Murray
on my wall and stuff. There. But
exactly.
You know what I'm listening to again? I listened to this a couple years ago and I loved it, and I would highly recommend Atomic Habits. It's a book.
Okay.
But I like listened to it. I didn't like I audiobooked it. And honestly, it's such a good book to just teach you how to really dial in on learning how to create good habits and it's a very easy / I don't know the words are not coming to me today, but it's not
like a hard read.
Intrusive. Yeah, it's not very like it's not over ambitious.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Where like you get overwhelmed. Like, I have a million goals. I'm going to set all of these goals, which goal setting's cool. But like, it can get overwhelming, you know? But it's very like small tasks. Like, you want to start working out, but you never make it to the gym. Today, wake up and put on your gym outfit, but don't even go to the gym.
Okay.
Just do that.
Right on.
Do that for 2 days. The third day, go to the gym because it's kind of like, you have this on anyways. Go to the gym, but only go on the treadmill for 10 minutes, 2 minutes. I feel like it was like something small. I'm re-listening to it again now. I just started, but things like that. And the reason I even brought up Atomic Habits is because there was a portion of the book I remember that was just discussing about how to shift your mind state. And I do try to use that. And I have to try to remember that, especially now having kids. And I'm always like, tired. I have a baby too, so I'm just like, I feel like I'm tired and whatever. But he's like, appreciate what you have in the sense like, okay, you're cooking dinner. Yeah, sure. Maybe I'm cooking dinner every night. Instead of being like, oh, okay, I gotta cook dinner. Be like, no, I get to cook dinner.
That's beautiful.
I know it sounds a little lame,
It's not lame. It doesn't even sound lame.
But it's if you really, really
I have ingredients today.
I get to do this. Yeah. I have the ability to. I have arms to do it. I have, you have the ingredients. I have electricity. Whatever it is. Like I have a family that I'm able to do this for, right?
I got goosebumps.
And like everybody has their own thing. Even if you're living on your own, like you have a house or somewhere you're living, right? You get to make food for yourself and enjoy time with yourself and learn
Beautiful.
like just just try to, you know, take in the things that you do have as opposed to focusing on the things that you don't. And honestly, I'm saying this out loud, and I really am projecting this onto anyone like willing to listen, but like I really have to relearn this. I really have to relearn this. You know what I mean? Like I find that I'm so like, oh, I'm so tired. I'm like, you know what I mean? But I think you know more than anybody, even constantly saying, I'm so tired. What's that going to do to me?
I'm going to be tired. I'm going to be, facts. And that reminds me of something. So your brain is constantly trying to make you right, because it's like an ego thing. So if you are going to say, I'm tired, your brain is going to be like, okay, you're tired then. Mm-hmm. Like that's that. Yeah. You're constantly trying to prove yourself to be right. Like you'll actually draw conclusions to make your narrative right. And that's also like when it comes to just everything. Like if you think something, you're going to only find evidence that proves yourself to be right. Yeah. So that again, like I'm tired, I can't do this, or like it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Yeah. And now you've already doomed yourself thinking you won't do this because you can't do it. Yeah. So it's a verbal thing. Again, it's all mindset. Like Gina was saying, like it's literally, you got to always retrain your brain. Like we get lost in the sauce, and I do too, of course. Yeah, I got to retrain my brain. We all, don't we all? Exactly. You know, it's always, and I will tell you, that's been my learning lesson. Because so I went to med school, and that didn't work out. But during med school, the pressures of life, I took a lot of antidepressants, SSRIs, SNRIs, so anti-anxiety medications.
Is that what these SS?
Yeah, so serotonin reuptake inhibitors. Okay. So which means that I have more serotonin in my blood, in my system, as opposed to being reuptake and reuptook or whatever.
Okay, English.
English. Okay, yeah. So serotonin makes you happy. Yeah. If I take it up more, I have less in the blood, so I'm not as happy. So if I take this med, I have more serotonin in the blood, so I'm happier.
So it like, gives you have gives less me serotonin, happy. So this is giving you more.
It's giving me more in the blood for longer. I have serotonin. It's just not taking it back up into the... Yes.
So no, okay. Yeah. So you have serotonin, but
it's being diluted. It's not being it's not in the blood for long enough.
I got you. Okay,
you know what I mean?
It doesn't last long.
It doesn't last long.
Got it.
It gets taken up by the receptors, and now it's not in the it's not in my system. It's getting recycled too quickly.
Got it. So for you to really feel the impact.
Exactly.
Naturally.
Exactly. And then also cortisol and stuff will inhibit. It doesn't matter. Anyways, I took the meds. Yeah. And honestly, I was a zombie. And I'm not saying don't take the meds at all. I personally, my experience was I'm a zombie, but I'm able to do everything I need to as a zombie.
You're a zombie with the meds?
With the meds.
Okay.
And then I started to think, like, am I even happy or sad? I don't know anymore.
Got you.
I'm a zombie. So then I was like, okay, whatever.
So hold on, pause for a second. So wait, it did make you happier or it didn't? Or you don't know?
It made me less sad. I don't know if I'm happy. Okay. It made me more baseline.
Okay.
Like with functioning.
Like before you weren't functioning because you were so sad.
I was so sad. Like I was so like the pressure of school is so much that it's like this isn't working. I need to. But I also like self-diagnosed on a lot of stuff. Yeah. To stay awake, so that was a mess. But nonetheless,
you were like giving up on yourself, and this was helping you sort of do things at least.
Do things, yeah. It was helping me function more as a medical student.
Okay. I got you.
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to
not giving up on myself per se.
Yeah.
But more so, it helped me function like, I got to really get this done. Like, I got to study for this day. I'm going to take this thing and then that drug for when I want to sleep.
Okay.
Does that make like sense?
You had a drug to help you
sleep
function,
and wake up. Yeah, literally. Okay. Because it was either I would take too much of this, become an insomniac, or take too much of this and I can't function. It was a mess. It was a soup of drugs.
Yeah.
But what I've learned from that is that doesn't help depression. Not for me. It didn't. It was a mind shift change. That's what really helps. Like, because I can't take meds for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Something's got to give, right?
Yeah.
So I got to change what's up here.
Yeah.
Because I am not an optimistic person. But
you're generally not.
Generally not. Okay, yeah. So that's what really makes the biggest difference for me.
Yeah.
And I've been off the drugs for like 4 years, 4 or 5 years. So it's been a long time.
And you feel good.
I feel good. But I'm also not in med school anymore or doing a residency.
I think that's a big part of it too, right? Like some would say, oh, like leaving med school, does that make you like that's probably stressing you out more now because now you're leaving something. But it's interesting that like you actually took the time to realize, yo, like this is actually the root cause of like what's making you unhappy.
Yeah.
So even though on paper you're starting over, you're in a better place.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So like you feel good about it and stuff.
Yeah.
Which is good. Yeah, I think that's what we were. Sorry, go ahead.
No, well, I was just gonna ask you, like, what have you done to help? I don't know if you've ever been depressed, but what have you done to, like, I guess, cope with sadness?
Yeah.
Other than, of course, like reading and then
Yeah.
a mind shift change. Like, what are things you do?
Well, yeah, like I'm pretty sure I was like depressed, but it was different. It was like for like a few years, and I don't even know the like exact reasons why. Like, who knows? Maybe it was like just like looking at other people's lives or whatever. I never thought something like that impacted me as much, but maybe it did. I don't know. But just a lot of little things. But I think I was really publicly functioning to where I didn't even really know. But I would like the reason I knew is because I'm like, yo, this is not normal. Like my laundry would pile up, and I know that sounds basic, but it wasn't just laundry. It was like anything. I wouldn't do the dishes until like I had no dishes left. You know, I wouldn't do my laundry till I had no clothes left. You know what I mean? And things like that, where it's like, for me, not that I've ever been super routine and like great at that stuff, because I'm Indian and my parents did a lot of it for me. I love them, but like that's not great. But we talk about it now and they're the best parents ever. But eventually it made me realize like, yo, I don't care about myself. I must not care about myself if I'm not taking care of the things around me. Like, sure, I showered and stuff still. I was able to get out of bed, but there was definitely like a lot of trees, a lot of alcohol. And when I say alcohol, I didn't drink every day, but like when I did drink, I drank a lot. Like when I went to party and this and that, and I still loved going out and loved doing this. But like those were some of my favorite things to do. So my favorite things to do would be like going out and like drinking and like partying and whatever, right? And then that tells you something. And it wasn't like 21. This is like into like 27, 28, 20, you know, where it's like at that point you should kind of, in my opinion, be trying to like, I'm not saying never party or anything, but like that shouldn't be like your means of like happiness. An escape, you know? Yeah. And even if it wasn't partying, it's like, oh yeah, let's go to the park and like chill out and drink or whatever, right? So it must have been some sort of an escape, right?
Yeah.
Again, not drinking every day, just when I did drink. I drank too much, like, you know? And apologize to all my friends that have been around for any of that, you know? But like, yeah. And obviously I wasn't the only one. Like lots of people were drinking a lot around me too, so it didn't seem like a problem.
Right.
But again, like in retrospect, I feel like it was problematic. You know what I mean? And sorry, I didn't answer your question, but yeah, I think
how'd you get out of that basically? Like how did you revamp your
I don't know.
You just maybe had kids.
Yeah, maybe just have kids if you're depressed. No, I'm joking. Do not. That's not.
Do not. You know, like put a warning sign.
Yeah, and I don't think yeah, I think honestly, you said not to mention mind shift change, but like mind shift change, really, like that's really what it was, right? Really like like I had to kind of just be like, yo, like fix up. You know, or you're gonna continue to live like a dust bucket, like, you know. So it's like and yeah, for me, having kids helped me because it's also like I don't want them to grow up and like have bad habits, and I don't want them to grow up and see me being like chaotic and like not like being on top of things and like whatever, right? I want them to see like a happy, strong mom, you know what I mean? And I like the idea of strong, but I like the idea of happy more.
Yeah.
You know, everyone can be strong in your own way, but do what you need to do to be happy more than anything.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because I think strength comes from that anyways. You know what I mean? Absolutely. I think there's a lot of focus on like being strong, but it's like but you know what I'm trying to say? But like be happy.
Yes.
Because like you could be strong, but your unhappiness will show.
100%.
You know? And I want like even like my husband and stuff, like I think we have our own issues, and I think sometimes he was the cause of like certain levels of depression too, but and that's not throwing him under the bus by any means. Like, because I'm sure maybe I was for him too, right? Fair. Because when you're dealing with shit and he's dealing with shit. It's like, it's hard to like, we've been together since we were super young. So like we were super young. And so growing up together like that is a difficult thing, right? In today's society more than ever. So, but with that said, I think he's also helped me, right? There's been things he said and, you know, pointed out and been like, yo, like, this is where you need to fix up. And this is, you know, and we've worked on our communication and all that. I think it helps a lot. I think now more than ever, I'm in like, for sure, like one of the best places in my life, you know?
Excellent.
Yeah. But I'm also like realer with myself than I ever was ever.
Maybe that's what it takes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like really like taking yourself out of it and being like, yo, like, you know what I did very recently? I was like, yo, there's a lot of things I'm not happy with. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to pull myself out of anything, not give a F and like do a few things consistently. Sorry, that was weird. Do a few things consistently to like better my life and myself. So like that's when I like started being like, okay, I'm gonna go to the gym often. I'm gonna focus on that and be consistent because I lacked that in my life, my whole life, consistency, right? And I'm gonna, you know, and I'm gonna try to not look, you know, like a bean every time I go out. You know, I'm gonna try to look a little more put together and try to just get myself together and do those things that make me feel better. And, you know, things got a lot better. And that made me even like gain perspective on life, gain perspective on like maybe conversations I needed to have with like people around me to open that line of communication and really share what I was feeling. Because maybe I didn't even know what I was feeling before, you know? I hope what I'm saying is making sense. I'm not just rambling. I don't know.
100%. Like basically what you're saying is you took accountability to introspect.
Yes.
And then you were like, okay, let me fix these aspects.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, gave everyone else the avenue to be like, yo, let me share with you what I've done or what you've done. And like,
let's fix up together.
Yeah. Like that's what she's been like. That's what you've done for me too. So like we've for sure.
This always says
for
this,
sure.
but
no, for sure. You're like an older sister to me. So am I gonna cry?
But you've helped me too.
Am I gonna cry? No, but seriously, that's what it takes. It takes community.
Yeah,
and then 100%. Everyone like we ride together.
No, for real.
You know?
We've had each other's backs from long time, from a very long time, and I think that helps too. If you have a team or a community, and your community could be 2 people, could be 8 people, could be 15 people, right? Like, as long as they're like trustworthy people.
Yeah, tribal.
Yeah, people that are not yes men, one.
Yeah. And
people that are gonna let you know like wagwan, but also be there for you if you do just need an ear, you know?
Exactly.
Like, I think those are key factors, right?
Yeah.
So thank you as well.
Thank you. This is my first time hugging you.
I know, like
you're always thugging.
We're always
she's like, yo,
I'm trying to get into my feminine era, okay? My feminine energy. That's another thing too. When you are depressed or you are we also grew up in the thug era. Like, you know what I mean? Like we grew up in that's what I'm saying. Like, you know? Like we grew up in the Jada Kiss and the, you know, 50 Cent in the this and that, whatever. Like, you know, we grew up in that era where everything like yo, everything, we just had to thug it out.
We just had to thug it out. Like, that's it. Just thug it out. That's it.
And truly, like, I would be like, yo, I'm hard. I was far from hard, bro. Like, I can finally admit that. Like, you know?
Are you sure?
I was far from hard. I don't think I was soft. No, but I don't think.
Oh, we were hard. I just throw myself in there. I wasn't that hard, but I tried.
I definitely wasn't either. I just, like, used to say I was. But I think it makes us more masculine, you know?
It does.
And I think there's nothing wrong with, in fact, I think there's a lot of benefit to embracing feminism. And I think that's coming out more and more now, more than ever, right? Like,
yeah, it is.
Being in your feminine energy, you know?
Exactly.
And we're working on it. You know, I'm going to the gym more, so the baggy clothes they're always going to be around.
Oh, yeah, I can't stop.
But you'll also see tight clothes.
I have like a little pink heel with my like big baggy 50 Cent shirt.
No, I'll always have like, I think fashion's a whole next thing. Like, you know what I mean? That's
on the next episode.
But yeah, yeah. Well, I'm happy for you if you're in a better place in your life, for real.
No,
I'm
me
glad.
Too, of course, yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like, yo, like, it's a journey too, right? Like things, life will hit you with things, you know?
Yeah.
You are gonna have a bad day at work. You might get fired. You might, I don't know, have a hard situation with a pet. You might, you know what I mean? You might have like a lot of things going on with, you might lose a friend. A friend might be like, I don't want to talk to you no more. You might, there's so many things that could like bring you down. I think more than ever, the most important thing is to like pull yourself out of it.
Exactly.
We were saying like misery loves company, right? And like that saying exists for a reason, because like once you're in it, what did we say earlier? We were having a conversation about this, but it, like, what keeps you in it? Like, you find comfort.
It's an addiction almost, is what she was saying.
You almost find like a weird solace in like
sadness.
In sadness.
In misery. Like, in literal misery. It's an addictive thing.
So you got to pull yourself out of that shit before you get too far in. Like, I think you can pull yourself no matter how far you are in, but sometimes you need hands. Sometimes you need, because like, right? It gets dark down there. Dark. It's harder and harder to see like the hole, you know, to like escape from or whatever. Yeah. So that's me trying to climb. Like, you're watching a video, I'm trying to climb out of the well or whatever. But yeah. So if you are watching this and you're going through anything, it's kind of like, yo, you're far from alone.
Yeah, absolutely.
Far from alone. Absolutely. And it's not like the end. It like, if you're watching this, hopefully it's the beginning of you trying to figure out how to come out of it, you know? And like try your best to make it your beginning of like trying to fix things, you know? There's always going to be beginnings because we're always going to have to deal with shit.
Always.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not how you... No, what is it? A smooth sea never made a strong sailor.
Hell yeah.
I learned that on like Jersey Shore.
Damn, actually?
Like Vinny or one of those people.
Oh my God, he would. Yeah.
They all say like a lot of like funny like things or whatever. Yeah.
Philosophical like quotes.
Yeah, I love them. I want to drop those more and more.
Yeah.
Proverbs? Isn't it Proverbs?
Oh my God, that's how you say it?
I think.
Proverbs?
I've
been saying
Proverbs.
No, you're right. It's Proverbs.
But
what is a proverb?
Yo, if you're American, tell us. Because like I know y'all say like anti. We say anti.
Oh, I say anti. Anti?
I think it depends on what you're saying. It's like antivirus. You say anti?
Yeah, yo.
Well, you went to school. You went to school in Florida.
Yeah,
that's why.
No,
because you learn medical things.
Antivirus.
That sounds medical to me.
I was thinking about more like computers.
Oh,
Norton antivirus.
Yeah, in Canada, I think we say anti.
Damn, is it a couch or a sofa?
I say both. Sofa couch. No, that's not a thing.
Sofa couch. Soda pop.
Couch. Soda pop. Yeah, or like garbage and trash.
Oh, what do you say?
Garbage.
Trash.
Whoa!
Yo, what is that? Garbage.
Okay.
Trash bucket. The waste bucket. Throw it in the trash. No, you say trash. I've heard you say trash.
No, I say trash isn't like your trash. But I will say, I'm taking out the trash. I'll say I'm taking out the garbage.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Who are you?
Canadian.
Oh,
we're Canadian here, eh?
Yeah. Damn. Tim Hortons. But anyways, I want
to say something else Canadian, but
I
got stuck. I don't know what I'm saying. Man. We don't. Yo, we definitely don't say a boot.
No, yeah, that's actually about.
Oh, I watched something on TikTok. Say the word.
Okay.
How do you carry like the thing you carry?
A bag.
Right?
Yeah.
Apparently not apparently, when I take it in, they say bag. Bag.
Like a bag?
A bag.
What is that?
Did you just say bag?
Yeah.
Bag. I'm carrying a bag. I'm carrying a bag. A bag. Bag. Bag.
I don't know. Is there a different 3-year-old?
You say bagel? Bagel. I definitely know. But my girl.
She's a bagel.
My homegirl. Okay. Oh, we're going to have a homegirl who's going to pull up virtually. She's in Calgary, and she also has 3 kids, all under like 4. So like,
that's mad hectic.
Crazy. So like, it's hectic for her. Hectic for her. It's about to time to turn this off. I can't talk. But she's gonna pull up sometimes. She's the best. But she says bagel.
Bagel?
Yeah. She lives in Calgary. She grew up in Winnipeg though. So
maybe that's probably Winnipeg.
Like Western. I don't know. Bagel. I know people that say garage.
Stop.
Yeah.
We cut the. We're done the podcast now. What is garage?
Garage.
Stop.
No. I definitely don't say that. Rough?
What is that?
Rough.
Like rum?
Yeah, rum.
Rough.
I'm going to my rum. Y'all see you later. I'm going to my rum.
Oh my God.
Crazy?
What is that?
Room. What do you guys say? Tell us. Room or rum? Roof or roof? I miss the old Kanye. Okay, we gotta go. I'm going crazy. I can't talk. Shout out the old Kanye and
and we'll see you next time.
See you next time. Hope you guys tune in. Hope you guys liked it.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Peace.